now he's become a starter on our football team. And it's really he and Ben Bower and probably Christian Wilkins are the leaders. Those are the three guys that everybody listens to. But to see Jadar come in and take charge of that secondary room and not put up with anything, make sure everybody's there in the summer when coaches can't be there doing all that, that's just wonderful, just amazing to me. He's matured so much. It's such a fine player. I remember when he was a freshman, had to go in the parking lot to go get him, call his mom and daddy, come over here, the old boys wanting to go home. And I don't even think it was about football, it's just about being a freshman. And sometimes the hardest thing about being a freshman is becoming a sophomore, you know. But we laugh about that now, you know. But Jadar has just had an unbelievable year for us. But his leadership and his maturity, when you've been in the program as long maybe as I have, you see these kids in there come through it, it's just been tremendous. And so I want to brag on him. They did an article on him this week in one of the papers up in the upstate. Coach Sweeney's quotes, I just wanted to read them to you. He said, Jadar Johnson's play has taken our defense to another level. I can't stress that enough, the importance he is to our team. Really proud of Jadar. He's been as consistent a player as we've had on this team. We're very hopeful he would take the next step, and boy has he. And he leads our team with interceptions. I think now he's got like 7 in his career. He's in the top 25 in interceptions this year. One of the top 5 tacklers on our team. And I'm just really proud of the young man he's become. He's scheduled to graduate this semester, so a lot of good things happening there. He's going to join some of them other OW greats that we've had, that some of you are sitting out here, or at least that's what y'all tell me, that you were the greats. But no, you know, I'm thinking about my days there with Woody and with Jackie Robinson and all of those. So Jadar's done wonderful. The other old big boy, Huggy Bear, Albert Huggins. So you know Big Albert, watched him grow up around here. He's probably the most popular player on our team. He's always joking and all. And to be a defensive tackle, sometimes though you got to get a little more serious about it. So he has. He's beginning to do that. He's in his 2nd year. We're really good in the defensive front. We got about a 4-5-man rotation. It's pretty doggone good. And so he has worked his way now into our rotation. He's averaging probably a little over 22 plays a game. And so that's significant. Sometimes our defensive snaps are only maybe 65 or 70. So the guy's playing almost the third for us now. Definitely one of our most popular players. He's maturing and learning that, you know, sometimes when your high school is as big as he is, as dominant, that football's easy and that things just going to happen and they're just going to give me a position. And I think that was a little shocking to him last year that for the first time he really had to go to work, you know, and find out, I can't play with my pads so high. I got to do this, got to do that. Dan Brooks, one of the better defensive line coaches in the country. And boy, Albert's made some great plays for us already this year, and on practice just continues to get better and better and better. So we'll graduate a few of those D linemen, and you'll see Albert, you know, fight for a starting spot there next year. But really proud of him. Then we got LaSamuel Davis from Bamberg. LaSamuel's redshirting this year. LaSamuel's about 6'4", but doggone, we got him only weighed about 190 pounds. Now he's quick as a cat on a hot tin roof. I mean, the old boy can move, but we got to get a little weight on him. So we redshirted him. He's up to about 210 now, so he's looking much better. And next thing we're going to do is get him to talk a little bit. Does anybody know LaSamuel? You know, he don't say a whole lot, right? You know, but you'd be so proud of him. And his grades are good. He's never on any of our lists for a guy missing study hall hours, tutor, something. He's doing everything the way we ask him to do it. He really wants to play really bad. It's hard. He's having a rough time being redshirted, you know, because he wants to play so bad. But he'll be a very good player. He'll give us one of those quick twitch guys coming off our edge that we're probably lacking right now. So all's good with him. I couldn't stop without talking about Mike Williams from over at Lake Marion. You know, boy, what a great player. Always got a smile on his face. Always got a smile on his face. Best I can tell you, he got hurt, what, the first series last year in the first game. You know, kind of broke his neck. It wasn't quite that bad, but I mean, it was broke neck, but not as bad as some of them. Broke neck, I guess. I don't know. All I know is he got hurt on Saturday. We're practicing 9 on Mondays. And he's at Monday's practice all stretched out and all whatever. Big smile on his face. Never missed a practice. Never missed a meeting. Never missed anything. So his leadership last year when he couldn't play, which he would have come out as a junior, I'm sure, last year. But he'd never missed anything. He was right there. And that just shows you and we all know the kind of circus catches that Mike can make. And of course, he comes back this year in the first game against Auburn and had what, about 180 yards receiving. Was an all-time record for him. Last week, I think, he had the most catches he's had in one game with 12. He leads our team in receiving. He's got a streak this long of touchdown catches in a game that's continuous. So he's just doing great. Wonderful kid to coach. Mike doesn't say a whole lot either. He's doing great in school. When I say great, he's passing 2.7, something like that. That's pretty good, ain't it, Coach? All right, I'm bragging on him now. I know. But Mike is he's a first-round draft pick this year and just doing great. He'll make some tremendous plays Saturday night. We put him in the boundary. They always put a boundary corner in there, a guy that can run and match up. But Mike's got that great height about him. And Deshaun loves to throw the high ball to him and watch him go up and high point that ball. Or you lead him out there, he lays out and catches it. He doesn't miss many. And so he's set to have a great game. No doubt about that. Okay, I'll talk about Duda back in class. Just want to get his degree. And but it's not a glamorous job at all. And there's a lot of little things that those guys have to go and do and all this. But let me say this, he comes to work every day with a smile on his face. He's the most positive guy, fun to be around, is energetic, excited about being there, and just done a fabulous, fabulous job. And Will, his son, is redshirt this year. We have a little punt-off contest every Tuesday after practice. And we don't let our regular punter in it because we want to see what our younger guys can do, and we don't want to embarrass our starting punter this year. But Will wins it every Tuesday, so he's really getting some confidence. He's 6'5". I mean, you couldn't have a better looking youngster to play tight end, much less punt, right? But boy, he's hitting the ball very well. I think he'll have a chance to be our punter. But we love Will Spiers and his whole family. Laura, and of course, Ashley's worked there with us for about 3 years. They're just a great, great family. But there's no job too big for him, no job too small for him. He just jumps in there and does what he's asked to do. Just a great guy. I appreciate you mentioning that. I should have said something about him. All right, what else?